some inspiration we required. Always hard work will not bring the result. We need some motivation how you can crack your PMP exam, and let's hear you about your PMP success. We all are so excited to hear your journey.
Sri Ankita,
Rahul,
Mr. Satish Kane,
Miss Chandra, Juliet,
many congratulations to you, Muhammad Salah, for clearing your PMP exam.
Hi everyone, this is Samir once again with all of you, and I'm again with another gentleman to discuss his PMP certification journey. You all are aware that we keep bringing success story, and the reason is we want to encourage, we want to keep you motivated to complete your own PMP certification. Right? In this video, we will be discussing his entire PMP journey, like how he has started, what all challenges, what all motivation he has gone throughout his PMP journey, right? And we will try to know about his way of PMP preparation. We will also try to know his secrets, if there is anything, so that you guys will be also adopting and applying in your PMP journey. Also, we will try to ask his recommendation, his mantra, his tips that hopefully he will be sharing with all of you. These are the things we will be discussing. This person is joining me from Oman. He has more than 2 decades of working experience working in construction sector. He has worked with multiple MNCs company here in India and in the abroad. He is by profession civil engineer, is really a great human being, a gentle, intelligent, and it is my pleasure that he has given his precious time and we are going to connect today. Thank you so much, first of all, to be here, and congratulations on clearing your PMP certification in the very first try, and I can say within 45 days.
Hi. Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Samir sir, for your kind words, and I really appreciate the way you motivated us to get this PMP certification. Thank you very much. This all credit goes to you and my fellow members who were in our class, and they also sometimes, in your discussion you discover so many things, and that is also helpful in your life. Every day is a learning day. So yeah, it was an excellent journey for me and quite rememberable. Second thing, I got this success because of the motivation, the material, the guidance which you have given in all the classes, and I attended sincerely, to be honest, and each and every class I used to pay my attention, which was helpful. Coming to this our PMP exam experience, it was really a good experience, and then it opened many knowledge areas for me, because I'm in construction for last 25 years. But there are certain things, if you're not precise, then you lose many things. I shared in my last discussion that because of this absence of this the right approach and the terminologies, the technologies, and the knowledge which is shared worldwide, if you do not gain that thing, then there is something missing in your project management skills. So this is a platform where you are guiding and motivating people to get this certification, and it's a big vast knowledge area. You should get it. So because of some circumstances, I come across with this PMP courses, and then I decided to join that because I have passed 25 years in this field. So first, the mantra which I would say is action. You have to take action immediately. Do not waste time. So when I decided to attend PMP, immediately the materials are provided by you. I made my formalities, and then the classes. I have started attending classes, and in 30 days classes, I have gone through all these topics, chapters, and I was reading during my lunch hours, evening time, and try to read and then practice. And there are certain things which are different in your PMP courses, which are little far from your real life. So you have told us that don't link this to your real life experiences. You have to be specific and precise when you answer the questions. This is the two things I learned from you. And then the further part is after you get this PDUs, you have to register in PMP website. That I did. I paid my fees, and then remaining were around 2 to 3 weeks were balance. In that, I decided now this is the final date. January end, I should attend the exam, and somehow I should get this. So with that determination, I tried, and I utilized my full time to study. And there were some logics which I learned during our classes. That logics I applied. I was almost 65 to 75% answers were correct, which I noticed when I attended the exam. And there were some guess works also, but that also based on some logics. So this all together gave me a good gain in my exam, and I could complete my certifications. Thank you, sir.
All right, great. You have explained everything. I have still few questions which I want you to explain. Like the very first thing, I know you are already project manager since last 20 years. You have discharged so many projects successfully, and you have been working so many reputed companies here in India and in abroad. That is really a great thing about you. But still, there are so many people that believe that they want to do PMP because they want to get project manager role. You are already project manager, right? Still, what are the things that motivated, driven you to do PMP, though you are project manager? Would you like to share any things that, or some moments, or something, any incident, any events that is where you got to inspired, you got to know, or you got to, you decided that no, this is something I'm going to do because this is something what I'm lacking or somewhere I'm lacking. So have you realized anywhere, anytime, in any situation?
Yes, exactly. Actually, in one of my interview previously, when my contract was finished and I was looking for other role. So in one interview, the CEO, he asked me how you will control the cost. So
Okay.
there are actually, when you practice project management, you are doing so many things. But the answer was not precise. My answer was not precise. I should admit this. And then I realized this answer was there in PMP. It means that time I was not PMP trained person, and that's why I could not give him the correct answer which he is expecting. So this is one incident where I found that there is some lack, even if you are practicing for many years, but yes, there is something missing. And even if you check all the areas, you hardly use your 20-25% knowledge in your daily role. So these are the things which are really guiding you to success, and you this project in schedule, in time, and with quality and safety. So these are the certain parameters. On this you gauge your project. So you should learn all these things from here. Yes, I studied project manager when I was in college, but now there are 25 years past. If you don't use something, you forget that. So these are the things actually you should brush up yourself, you should brush up your knowledge, and you should practice. Then only you can get good success and you will be shining. This is my opinion.
Great opinion, and you really well explained. And yes, everybody has a story behind doing PMP or behind doing anything specific in their life. So if anybody find their why they want to do it, they will automatically find determination, they will automatically able to manage the time, they will be automatically sacrifice their other things and get it done at earliest. So like as a Mr. Ajay shared, there was an incident, and that is where he got to realize that is something is lacking that will be fulfilled by completing the PMP certification. So great insight, and definitely this statement of yours will be motivating to the viewers who is going to watch this video. Second thing is secret. I want to know from you. Would you like to share your way of PMP preparation? Everyone is unique, right? Everyone has their own engagement, personal life, professional life. And I know you are project manager. I can also understand and visualize how busy a project manager when they are on the running project. So your way of PMP preparation, would you like to share?
Yeah, once you set your goal, there is no go back. Now you have to do or die. And in every project this happens. Your study or your whatever, in your daily life, what you decide, morning when you get up, you have something in your mind. And then, you have to chase for that. And there are many hurdles, even every day where you plan something, but something else is coming up. But still, you have to stick to your plan and you have to achieve. Now, how to achieve is up to individual. You have to sacrifice something, and of course, you cannot have everything. But still, in that, what is your preference and what is your priority? You have to decide that. You have to chase that, and of course, there are difficulties. But now, how to handle those things is up to you, and you have to handle, and you can handle. This is what I believe. And as I said, never give up. Take action immediately. Do not hesitate, and do not get discouraged with any such thing which is affecting you and pulling you back. So push it and try to get it. How you get it, up to you. And then you have to sacrifice something. You sacrifice. This is what I feel.
Super. So you actually consider this PMP as one of your project. So being a project manager,
Yes.
you made a plan and you set PMP as a goal. You put in the time period and you did exactly. And that's the reason today you are PMP certified. Well, so you have not performing a project manager role for your company project, but yes, you have utilized your project management skill for doing your PMP certification as well. That is really great to know
Yes.
about it. Good.
And one thing I just want to add that
Yeah.
Calculated risk.
Mm.
What if you take this risk? Are you going to lose anything?
Mm.
How much? So all this assessment we have to do ourselves, and then you have to take that risk at every step we are taking actually in our daily life
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
So this is not different than that. It is the same thing. You take the risk, but it should be calculated. That's the one I want to add.
All right. One more question I would like to know from you. I know all the materials was shared with you for PMP preparation. Since now you are PMP certified, you are the right person to validate those materials. Which two material must have with every future PMP aspirants for their PMP preparation?
Sure. So the slides which we were presenting at the classes, they were really helpful. The question answer session was also helpful because the concept, the logic, and why this is the correct answer that you explained in every lecture. Because sometimes there are confusing questions, very similar, but there is a small difference. And you already said that you have to read the question again 2 times, 3 times. Then you will find you underline the key point in that question. You will get the key to solve that problem. And then the other technique, like strike out, you have to eliminate the wrong answers. That's also very helpful. Then the material which you have shared in website and what Rita book, which is also helpful and which was also there in the material. So these all things are very important. And what I saw is my other colleagues and friends, they have so much of material. Now there is confusion. Which material I should refer, or how many videos I should see, how many mock tests. It is like you have to decide that how many. So that number you have to decide, and then you have to conclude something. There are endless material available on web, on YouTube, everywhere, but there is some limit. So you have to decide that limit, and then you have to attempt. If you do not attempt, you will keep on searching the materials, and it will be never fulfilled, because it is your block in the mind, not the material part. It is just how you think. That matters.
All right, Mr. Ajay, for a smart answer. That is what I can say, guys. That he has mentioned three must-have material like reader book, of course, question answer plus presentation. So the presentation grow act 2 presentation was shared with him. That is what he is indicating here. Secondly, he is indicating reader book, and third, question answer. If you have more than that, you should tell Mr. Jay, or I should tell that remove that. You don't need that. Three materials is enough. Questions, sufficient number of question answers, reader book, and wherever you are doing your training, wherever you are enrolled, from there, if you have received some presentation, because that is something precise, that is something summary, that is something shortcut, right? So that some kinds of materials you must be having. Okay, so okay, moving ahead, Mr. Zai, one more question I have in my mind, that you have already indicated it that you were practicing mock test and you were getting somewhere 65 to 70%. Can you mention how many mock tests you have practiced before going to your real exam?
I can say 3 mock tests, full test, and then there are short sessions were there. So that I attempted.
Only 3 mock tests you did?
Mock test, yes. Because in 3 weeks time, you can read and you can do all these things. Also, you can attempt, and then that's as much as like if you go further, and you should not lose your confidence again.
Yeah.
Oh, this my mock test result is very low, and still I don't know this, still I don't know that. But if you if you go into this, then it will be a problem for us. So I don't want to lose the confidence, and I want to attempt. What will happen if I may fail, but if I get the favorable question paper, I can pass. So this is like you are there or not there. So I want to be there. I took the chance. I took the opportunity. I did it.
Super. So you are kind of optimistic person, and guys, there are thousands of the reasons you can find to not do something, but if you can find only one reason even to do something, you should do it. So instead of becoming pessimistic, you should be always optimistic, because there are two sides for everything. If you think negative, everything will be negative. You will be visualizing negative, and result will be also negative for you. But if you are optimistic, if you visualize positive result for you, you will be getting result for you. That is what Ajay is mentioning here. One more question I have. I think few more questions we will discuss here. Can you just tell about types of questions? How did you handle those questions, and how did you manage the time? So just a brief about exam insights.
Yeah, sure. So actually, my answers will be random. Yeah, it's not group wise, but the questions which I noted down. The first question was like your company is working in multiple countries, and in one country you are stuck due to some legal issue. So this question was like taking us to the legal part of the project management. Here, the project manager, he should know the rules, regulations of the country which he is operating, and then only he can save himself from such legal issues. So starting with this, and then there are questions where the situation is given to you that and their answers were extreme. So I thought not to choose just extreme answers, every situation. Their analysis is must. Before coming to conclusion, you have to analyze the thing. So if there is any answer which says analysis to be done, that might be a correct answer, because this is the right step to move ahead. Then you have to support your team, because the question, many questions were like, one team member is low performing, or one is junior, and other senior member want to remove him. Then what you will do? Then the sponsor role in this all scenario is very minimum. So you are the manager and you have to manage the project. How to manage is up to you. So you cannot choose answer which says, okay, directly report to sponsor or take help from your sponsor. So that we should remember that, some in rare cases the sponsor is supporting you, or his role is important. Other than that, it is all you have to manage this thing. What I feel is finding golden mean is important. So in most of the answers, this will help you, and you can put this logic, how you can find the midway which will not hurt any of the parties, either stakeholder or your team member or the concerned people, so your sponsor and all these things. Then do not be harsh with the team. You have to be kind with your team. You have to support them and resolve their issues. Sometimes when one question, it was saying that the person do not have a laptop for his work. So what you will do? So obviously the IT team is there. IT team, you have to prioritize that, and you have to push for the early delivery of the resources. Then in agile questions, there was a one question which was pointing to the daily meetings. The daily meetings are important, and if daily meetings are there, then there will not be any confusion between the team members, and your project will move smoothly. Then this for the management reporting, for reporting the management, a short report is required, brief report is required to be submitted. Then they were indicating the Kanban board which need to be presented to the management. Then one question is regarding stakeholder matrix. One key stakeholder is there, and he has lost his interest because of some decision or something which are not, he's not happy with that decision. So in that case, when you put the matrix and you found him as a most important and a key stakeholder, then you have to take his opinion, and you have to move positively, how he can be happy, and he will work with you. Then in one question, the scrum master, after the project finished, the scrum master is not happy with the meeting again. So why this project manager, he want that meeting to happen. It is of course a retrospective report they have to prepare after each project. So that's why, and then this was the answer. Then the project documentation, and then to run that smoothly, your support for 1 year is required after handing over. So this was the right answer for one question. So then one more point I just wanted to say. I don't find any analytical questions in my question paper. I did not found any analytical, and only cost related, cost benefit ratio, and then there were ratios. So which one you will select for your the given case. Then this client is worried about the schedule. This was one question. Client is worried about the cost. Then what will be your action? Client want to reduce the iterations. What you will do? And then there were charts. Two types of comparative charts were there. And then in one chart, it was a role this product owner and scrum master. What are their roles that we have to match? Then team member is leaving this project team due to some unavoidable circumstances. Then what you will do? If the team do not have technical knowledge, then what will be the action? Of course, third party appointment and all these things were there. Then fine, I think that's all, and then I was just saying that this last line, that this is the beginning of the new chapter in your life, when you are PMP trained, and then you have to move further. So this you can add in this. and then there are logics and so our ideas, how best we can select the answer that we have to check.
Was there any
Thank you very much.
mathematical question?
No, there was no mathematical questions, 1 plus 1, 2, no, not such like that.
Good.
There was no absolutely, but in words and in analytical questions were there, that form. There was no numerical calculations required.
Okay, fine. All right. So many insights, and I'm going to. I'm very sure this is going to be a really power-packed session for all of my viewers. They are going to get lots of information from this session. At last, Mr. Ajay, would you like to share any mantra, any tips for our future PMP aspirants?
Yes, mantra we said, keep doing, keep working hard. There is no shortcut to success. Whatever efforts you put, that will give you the fruit right back. It will come to you, and hard work is the only solution for this. And do not get disappointed with any failure or whatever things, and keep doing. Definitely you will win. So I wish all the best to my colleagues, friends, and hope everyone will get certified very soon. Thank you very much.
All right. So Mr. Ajay said, keep doing, be consistent, and you will become PMP certified like Mr. Ajay today. So that was great conversation, Mr. Ajay. Thank you so much for joining me today and giving your precious time. Definitely, this all the information is kind of sharing is caring. You have shared all the insight, you have shared all your information, all what you know, what all experience you have been got during your PMP journey. This is something going to help so many people who are into the same journey, who is facing the same challenges, same issues. So thank you so much for sharing it all. I wish you more success ahead, Mr. Zeb. You have tested the success, and I'm sure you are going to test more success in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.